Hi, I'm Kim Sauer at National Electronics Week in Birmingham. I'm joined today by Chris Hurd from Evolvi. Now, Chris, we bumped into each other in America.
We did, yes.
Now we're in sunny Birmingham.
Yes.
I'd like to talk to you about the UK market a little bit. You're based in the UK.
We are, yes.
We're talking about used equipment. Is there a particular trend in the UK that is that you're noticing, that there is more demand maybe for used equipment as opposed to other countries where electronics might be growing still? Is there?
I think we see in the market in general is that when the new machine sales pick up, the second user machines they don't drop, but they kind of balance out a bit. And I think that's what we've been seeing for some time. I think now though, from the start of this year, we've seen a good increase. We've seen a higher level of inquiries and sales. One of the areas behind it is probably the financing side that we've introduced. We're seeing a lot of the smaller companies are now being given the opportunity to maybe have equipment better than they potentially expected to have. So that's where we're seeing a big increase in the market.
Because that's actually what we were talking about in America, the new financing options that you're offering. So basically giving people the opportunity through financing to buy new equipment. So a couple of months on from being in America, how's that developed? Because that was new then, wasn't it?
It was new, yeah. It's good. Again, because it is still fairly new, we've had a lot of interest in it. We have a couple of main areas that we need to understand. First is, does the customer need to just lease, or do they want to lease to buy? Do they want to own the asset? So we need to establish that first, and then we can look at the direction that they really need to go in, and what machines then become even more available to them. Because the finance is there, as I said, that they are now aware that they may be able to have a better machine than they initially thought. So it's great. We're seeing people inquiring for the higher end of the machines now, the higher end market, newer equipment, rather than the older stuff. So it's good for us. We're able to source more equipment globally, and it's nice to see that we're not now depending on the large OEMs buying. Even, as I say, they buy a second user kit as well, but not depend on the large OEMs buying second user kit now as well just to fill a space. We're looking at the smaller contractual manufacturers looking at equipment, as I said, better than they expected to. And again, it gives them future-proofs them, so they have a better machine for a longer period of time. The investment's there, so they can get machines more capable, and they don't need to renew sooner than they maybe initially planned. Yeah. So it's good for them as well.
And there are actually quite a few of these smaller type family production shops in the UK. Yeah. So are you finding that they've been around, they've managed to get through those harsh times, business is looking up, they're looking for a flexible way of increasing their production and therefore turning to people like you?
Absolutely. I think we're seeing even more now of the smaller family-run businesses that are, everyone's had a difficult time through the economic climate, and I think now it's good to see that the smaller companies, as you said, the family-run companies, there is actually more and more of them than we maybe even initially thought. And now that they're becoming more stable, the finances is there as well. We're seeing more and more of them approach other second user suppliers, and it's good. It's given us a wider customer base in the UK, and it's more of the personal feel, because you're dealing with people who are financing this themselves. They are not going to the banks. They're not going to corporate. So there's more of a personal connection with them as well, purely because at the end of the day, the guys are saying, "This is my money you're taking." We want something a wee bit more personal than just a finance company. Yeah. So it's good. And we're establishing good relationships with a wider selection of smaller companies.
Yeah, excellent. So next steps, I guess we're going to bump into you in SMT Nuremberg in 2 weeks' time, and it's a big Productronica year as well, so no doubt you'll be there.
Looking forward to them both, yeah.
See you there.
Excellent.
Thanks for your time. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.